First you draw a circle, and you dot the I's and add a great big smile and presto! It's Kirby. Hey howdy, hey everybody, I'm TheAlmightyL, terrible at video games, but I like to play them. Today I'm going to look back at one of my favorite games ever, Kirby's Adventure. If anybody knows me, I am a huge-ass fan of Kirby and HAL Laboratory. Everything they've done, I throw money to HAL Laboratory. I love them. So here we go. Everybody knows this is a very late game for the NES. 1993, Nintendo was already doing NES games, but this is actually the second of the Kirby series ever, right after Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy, original Game Boy. This one was released, and I actually never fucking knew until I was older and I started to like process things and realize it. But Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance, which is also one of my favorite games, just in general, that was a remake of this game, which just blew my mind. And I have like super clear memories of the Nightmare in Dreamland commercials, the song. Maybe I could put that up here for a second.
Then he takes on their powers.
Kirby!
Nightmare in Dreamland.
Kirby!
Nightmare in Dreamland. Beating up the bad guys and taking away their powers.
Rated E for everyone.
It's amazing. Yeah, but this is a 1993 game. In fact, I think it won the best NES title of '93 by Electronic Gaming Monthly. But I could be wrong about that. I don't really know. You know me, making up shit as I go. In fact, GamePro even gave it a perfect score. One of the best 8-bit games ever. And then, speaking of awards, I'm pretty sure in 2009, Nintendo, like themselves, Nintendo Magazine, they named it the 69th best NES game ever. So, obviously 69, not that big of a deal, except 69. Every immature person out there loves that. Come on! Give me some good! Oh, 2. That's cool. Yeah, so there is some plot in this game, actually. It starts out with Kirby, he just woke up from his nap, and he didn't have any dreams. And he's like, fucking what's up with that? Why don't I have any dreams when I'm sleeping, you know what I mean? So he goes to the Fountain of Dreams, and it turns out King Diddlebutt, he fucking took the Dream Rod? Dream Scepter? Star Rod? I can't remember. He took it, he split it into not 4, not 5, not 6, not even 8, but 7 fragments. And then he gave all those fragments to a bunch of other people, his friends, obviously. And one of those, including Meta Knight. And this is his very first appearance, I believe. For a long time I thought the, what was it called? It was the Super Nintendo Kirby game, Kirby All-Star? Had a bunch of titles in it. For some reason I thought that was Meta Knight's first appearance, but it's not. It's not. So. Yeah, so it's Kirby's job now to go out and find all of the pieces of that Star Dream Stick. I think what I want to do next year for Halloween 2017, I'm going to do Halloween. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to play, either I'm going to go through every single Kirby game there is, or just each week I'm going to play through, like, as much as I can of just a different HAL Laboratory game. So maybe I'll touch base on, like, Pokemon Snap, maybe I'll get back into some of the Lolo games. Shit! Maybe I'll try some of the games I haven't played by them. Oh, I remember now. So there was no bomb attack in this game, it was just the crash attack, and that just kills everything on screen. So really, I just wasted that. But it's cool, because I can dig fire. You know, I can proudly say some of my very first experiences with drawing as a child, been like, you know, 1st and 2nd grade. Why can't I get that one? I would just doodle Kirby on everything. Kirby on this, Kirby on that. What are you doing? Why you drawing little ball guys all over your math homework? Kirby. Why are you doing math homework instead of drawing little ball guys? Kirby. So, can anybody tell me, because I've never, like, looked into it, because I'm a ween, can anybody tell me if Kirby has any relation to the Kirby vacuums? Because I feel like that was always a running joke. Everyone always, yeah, Kirby vacuum, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Leverel Thry. It's so weird that now that I've mentioned that this was Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, like, it totally feels like it. I can totally feel it in the hub world and everything. Come here. Ah! Ah, turn around! Fire. You're fired! There was some show I watched a while back, and maybe it was like Bar Rescue or something. One of those reality shows where they like go into a restaurant that's obviously failing. Whether it's their menu or their workers or whatever, and they just try and fix it for them, or at least tell them what the problems are. And there was this gal who, she was just a super bitch, and obviously I think she was like overpouring liquor and stuff, just causing all sorts of problems for this bar. And there's a scene that I remember very clearly. They're like telling her someone's gonna get fired, and she refuses to quit because she wants the severance. So she just starts yelling at her boss and the guy, the TV host and everything, just, fire me! Fire me! And they're yelling back. They're like, no way are we gonna fire you, like, unless we have reason to. And she's like, well, I did this and that, so you're just gonna have to fire me! I don't think they fired her, though. I think she stuck around. And, little known fact, she's actually the host of Bar Rescue now. It's called, Bar Rescue, actually. A little French, so bourgeois. Museum. Oh yeah, you can go to the museum to get different attacks, but I already have fire, so it's cool. Yeah. So, I guess, and I don't speak Japanese, so, you know, make fun of me all you want when I butcher these words right now, but I'm just gonna tell you, in Japan, this game was known as Hoshi no Kabi, Yumi no Izumi, no Monogatari, which means Kirby of the Stars, Story of the Fountain of Dreams. Yeah. And, in fact, I can tell you right now, with the fullest of confidence, that Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance was titled the exact same thing, except they stuck a deluxe at the end of it. Freeze! Freeze! Go ahead. Touch my eyes. I dare you. Well. You know, I was growing up, oh shit! Ah! Collecting Kirby games was like a big deal to me. Like, if you had Kirby games, you were the man. And if you had Kirby games that I didn't own, I hated you, and my goal was to somehow talk you into letting me borrow them, and then I would keep them. I know. Pretty fucking rude, right? I don't know if I ever kept any games for people. But I think my very first one was, probably Kirby's Adventure for the NES. This is the cartridge I've had for, like, my entire childhood, at least. Oh, Meta Knight! Yeah. But then, the one that I could never find, and I remember because one of my, cousins... I don't know if she was technically my cousin. We called her cousin, though. she had Kirby's Dreamland 3 for the Super Nintendo, and that game was so hard to find. Like, to this day, I've never found a copy of it. I've got Kirby Kirby everything you can think of. But I never had Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland 3. I think I could just stand here and hit him. Can. Yeah, sorry, Wispy. Your woods are no goods. Oh. I got him. Level 2, Ice Cream Island. Ice Cream Island. Ice Cream Land? I don't know. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap that up for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm gonna continue to play Kirby. I'd like to beat this game pretty fast because I just fucking love it. And then maybe after that, I'll go back and I'll play Kirby's Dream Land. And then I'll play Kirby's Dream Land 2. And then I'll somehow acquire a copy out of thin air of Kirby's Dream Land 3. And I'll play that for you guys. And you'll love it. And you'll watch it with me. And you'll play it with me. And we'll pretend we're playing together. And we'll have this deep connection on an emotional and physical scale that you've never had with anybody before. Because Kirby, it's amazing. It brings everybody together. Thank you so much for watching. I'm TheAlmightyL.